Meet Jean-Pierre, who has recently been hired by IDES as Personnel Administrator. He is responsible for the maintenance of employee master data. He speaks both French and English fluently. When you are working with SAP, it is important to recognize when you need help. You must also identify the type of help that you need. This is the first time Jean-Pierre is using the SAP system. As he is entering employee master data, he encounters a field labeled Info Type. He does not know what data this field requires. Jean-Pierre has recognized that he needs help to enter data correctly in the Info Type field. This means he needs field-specific help. With SAP, this is easy to get. To get help, Jean-Pierre needs to click to place his cursor in the required field and then use the function keys at the top of his keyboard. Jean-Pierre may press F1 to see the descriptive text and technical information about the Info Type field. The F1 help provides more information about a field, menu, function, or message.
Jean-Pierre has obtained information on the entry to be made in the Info Type field. He now needs to locate a particular info type in the SAP system. This is where F4 help can be very useful. The F4 help may display an extensive list of field values allowed for the info type field. It can be cumbersome to scroll through the long list to locate the value that you are looking for. To locate a specific value for a field, you can use the F4 help and perform a search. To execute the search, Jean-Pierre enters a partial text and an asterisk and clicks Continue. Jean-Pierre has accessed the F4 help in order to view the list of allowed values for the info type field. The results of any search can be limited by entering restriction information, which consists of an asterisk and partial text. The partial text is a part of the value that you are searching for. This directs the search to return only those results that contain the partial text. This is referred to as wildcard search. In order to transfer the value into the entry field, Jean-Pierre double-clicks the info type he needs.
As you are working in SAP, you can see messages appear on the status bar of your window. The status bar provides information on the transaction or task on which you are working. It is important to understand what these messages mean and how you must respond to them. There are 3 types of status messages. Jean-Pierre has already seen each type of message during his first week of using SAP. You can see the messages that he received here. Jean-Pierre accesses SAP Library by selecting Help, SAP Library. The SAP Library is an online collection of all SAP documentation available for your SAP system. It is a robust and readily available tool that helps you learn more about SAP. The library provides information on many SAP topics, such as how to use SAP functions, system architecture concepts, examples of process configuration, and possible user errors and their consequences. It also contains tips and tricks to help you perform common tasks quickly and easily. Jean-Pierre uses the SAP application help to obtain information on maintaining HR master data. For this, he opens the Maintain HR Master Data screen and from the menu bar chooses Help, Application Help.
If Jean-Pierre encounters an unfamiliar term while reading about sales orders in the SAP Library, he can use the glossary to discover its definition. To find out the meaning of sales area, Jean-Pierre first clicked Glossary to open the glossary, selected the letter S, scroll down on the list displayed for the letter S where the term is located, and finally click the term Sales Area. Clicking the Help menu item, clicking the SAP Library, click SAP NetWeaver Library, click Close. The transaction PA30, clicking the Help menu, clicking the application, click Close. Jean-Pierre finds that he is using the same SAP transaction codes many times during the day. He determines that it would be easier if he could access these transaction codes without following the standard tree menu path. Jean-Pierre notices that he can make his work more efficient by creating favorites for his regular transactions. From the Favorites folder, you can launch transactions, document files, and web addresses.
Jean-Pierre can create a favorite by clicking and dragging an executable menu item to the Favorites menu. He can also use the Add to Favorites icon or choose Favorites, Add from the menu bar. He can also delete a favorite using the Delete Favorite icon. Jean-Pierre's SAP skills have continued to improve. There are several websites that he uses on a regular basis to do his job. He finds that he can create links to those websites and launch them directly from his Favorites folder on the SAP Easy Access screen. After accessing the website, he can return to the SAP system by closing his internet browser. Clicking the Favorites menu item executes it. Clicking the Add Other Objects, click Web Address, click Copy. The text field is filled out. Clicking the web address or file field, click URL SAP website is double-clicked. Click Close.
As you work with SAP, you may need to personalize your user interface. You can change the date format, decimal notation, the printer that you regularly use, your logon language, current time zone, and the transaction you log on. Most users are likely to modify only the first 3 items on this list according to their personal preference. Any item that you do not change remains set to the system default. These settings can be modified by choosing System, User Profile, Own Data from the menu bar.
Jean-Pierre has selected System, User Profile, Own Data from the menu bar, and the Maintain User Profile screen is displayed. In the Defaults tab page, he can customize a number of layout options. The selections made by Jean-Pierre in the Defaults tab page become his default settings. Once saved, they will appear in the manner in which he has chosen them whenever he logs on to SAP. Let us look at the settings that Jean-Pierre can modify. Start menu, Log on language, Output device, Personal time zone, Decimal notation, Date format.
You can customize SAP by changing the way help and status messages are displayed. For this, you need to choose the Customizing of Local Layouts icon and then select Options to display the Options window. The Options window displays the options that you can modify. The options that you're most likely to change are located under the General tab. They determine the manner in which the help and status messages are displayed. You can modify Quick Info, Beep at Message, and Dialog Box. The transaction PA30. Click Organizational Assignment. Click Change. Clicking the Sub-Area field activates it. The Sub-Area field. Click Save. Clicking the Customize Logo. Clicking the option. Click Interaction Design. Clicking the Notification. Show Error Messages in a dialog box checkbox is selected. Click Apply. Click OK. Click Save. Click SAP menu. Click Human Resources. Click Personnel. Click Administration. Click HR Master Data. Click SAP menu. Click Find. The Find field is filled up. In text, click Find.